Hey everyone, Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. How is your week going so far? At least we have some really nice weather out there this week, and doesn't look like we have any cold weather coming up anytime in the near future, so let's hope spring is here. To kick spring off, we have a shipment today from Tailored Expressions. We restocked on some of the things from their latest release that have been really popular. And as some of you may know, they had a Leap Day release. Leap Day, of course, was on Saturday, and just a few items in it, but they are really great, and we got those in as well. So let's just jump in and show you what we got in. Some of these, as I mentioned, we've had before, and a few of these are new. We did get back in the layering stencil set called Spring Fling. This is a set of 3 stencils that you can see here, 3 stencils that you can layer together and make this pretty flowered background, and this allows you to easily use different colors for each layer. It's great because each of the stencils even has these registration marks here on the side to make it really easy to get things lined up. We also got back in the Botanical Beauty set. This stamp we've had a hard time keeping in stock, and it's no wonder. It is absolutely gorgeous. Here you can see a really simple version of this. If you're not really big into coloring, we did an ink blended background and just stamped that on top of it. But I will also show you a sample if you do like to color, how beautiful this is when you color it up. And there is a die set available with it. We have some with die and then some with just the stamp set. This is a stamp that was in the February release, but this is the first time we've gotten it in. It's called a Flutter, and you can see it has this beautiful stamp with these fluttering butterflies, and then it has several really nice sentiments on it. So really nice way to create some really gorgeous cards with that one. Some of you saw my post that I posted earlier today about the fact that, of course, daylight savings time begins this weekend, and I am not very happy about losing that hour. But I have a tip here for you. If you want to get some of that time back, you need to get the Simple Strips stacks that Tailored Expressions has. These are designed to work with the Simple Strips stamps and dies. They are pre-cut cardstock that is already the perfect size to use with those stamps. You don't have to worry about cutting it down. You stamp it, you die cut it, you have a bunch of sentiments ready to go. Such an ingenious idea. They come in packs of 20 sheets, and there are 3 colors: toffee, which is a nice craft color, white, and black. We have some great things for Easter. This first one is the Big Grumpy Easter set. This, of course, is an add-on set to their previous Big Grumpies that had either the bear or the cat holding the sign with the snarky sentiments. This one will work perfectly with them. You can see you even have bunny ears that you can add to your bear or your cat, but it also has some really great images that you can use for Easter just all on its own, and there is a die set that goes with that. This is another really great stamp for Easter. It is a background stamp, so all of those bunnies are all on one stamp. It's great because it also comes with a clear set, and what the clear set has is it has the insides of the ears, 3 different patterns, as well as a little stamp to stamp their little rosy cheeks. So that's how you can get those fun colors and patterns in all of those bunnies. And there is even a little die that goes with that. So in addition to being able to use this as a background stamp, you can stamp it and die cut it and do something like we have done here on this cute little shaker card and just added the individual little bunnies on there. Yet another great set for Easter is this one that is the Tag Team Easter. And you can see there's a bunch of great Easter sentiments on it, as well as some cute little Easter icons. You see you have a bunny there and you have his face. I love the little chick and the little feet for the little chick. And what really makes this set even more useful, in my opinion, is if you pair it up with the Tag Team die set. This is a set of 3 dies. They're all the same, but it just lets you cut out 3 of them at once. And what's really nice is these little squares down here, actually I don't think they're quite square, they're a little rectangular, are designed so that you can stamp them on the ends of these tags here and make a nice little pattern on the end. And I think when I show you some samples, that will make sense. What I really like is these patterns are not Easter specific at all. That one is a little bit springy, but these other two really are seasonless, and so you can use these all year to make tags for birthday gifts, for other holidays, for Christmas. Just think it's a really great set. We also got back in more of this embossing folder called Redeemer. This is an older set, and I had gotten it in, I think, just last week. Someone asked me to order it, and I got some extras. And there are obviously some people that do not have it yet because I sold out really quickly, so I got some more. And if you need to do a really simple Easter card, then how about using this embossing folder? This is one where we inked up our embossing folder and then embossed it on white cardstock and added a sentiment, and super, super easy to do. All right, let's get into the new Leap Day releases because this is where it really gets fun. There is a new Grumplings set out, and this one is called Mythical Grumplings. And you can see we have a unicorn, and we have a yeti, and we have a dragon. But really what makes this set are these sentiments on here. These are Grumplings after all, so you know they're going to be a little bit snarky. Here you can see, you slay me, yeti or not, it's your birthday. I heart mythical creatures. Love this one here. I really myth you if you don't want to be quite so snarky, and you say imaginary like it's a bad thing. There is also a die set, so you can cut your Grumplings out, and we have with the die set as well as just the stamp set, so you can have your preference. And there were also some new bits and pieces that came out for the Leap Day release that work perfectly with these Grumplings. The first one is called Sparkly Stars, and you can see these are basically iridescent clear stars, but as you turn them in the light you get different colors. You can see the greens and the purples and the pinks as I turn them in the light. And these are teeny, teeny, tiny little stars. And then, speaking of teeny tiny, we also have the rainbow sprinkles. And these are little tiny little sparkly pieces in a rainbow of colors. They would be great in a shaker card. But something else fun you can do, I got some cardstock in this release, and it came in this packaging, and a few of those they really don't escape out of here, but I think when they're packaged, some of them that stick to the outside of the package, and they collected on the adhesive on this paper packaging. And so that would be fun. You could put down a line of tape and add some of these on there and add a sparkly edge to your project. Also, we got back in more of the Drip Drops bits and pieces. These came out earlier this year, but these are really great. They're little half dome, flat backed little jewels. They're clear, but they're iridescent and sparkly, and they make a really great addition. You can see on this tag that we did how those really add a little bit of sparkle on there. All right, let's check out a few more samples here. So here we have a really fun shaker card with the Mythical Grumplings, and it looks like they have used the sparkly stars and the rainbow sprinkles inside those shaker cards. Here is a really pretty example with the Flutter set. Again, just an ink blended background, and then simply stamp that stamp over it and add your sentiment. There you can see the Easter Big Grumpy, where they have used it with the cat and added the bunny ears and some of the other little pieces from this set to it. There you can see, I told you an example if you like to color, how gorgeous that Botanical Beauty set is if you color it in. And there you can see, using the Hop to It as the entire background. I love how they just stamped it in white on craft and then stamped some of those bunnies on white and cut them out and popped them up. There in the background here you can see that pretty Spring Fling layering stencil set. You can see how you can create your own pattern papers in whatever colors that you need. Here are the tag team, the little tags, and you can see how they have used the Easter set to add that pretty pattern to the end of it, and then use the sentiment and the little bunnies to, excuse me, to create that cute little tag. There's an example of another one. And that looks like it. So That is it for now. I do have another shipment in today. It's going to take me a little while to check it in, but hopefully I'll be back with you before too long and show you what was in that box. In the meantime, have a great afternoon, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.